Assalamu alaikum and a very good morning to all of you. I hope you all are well and fine and doing great. I warmly welcome you back to the class of Social Studies. So kids, let's start our chapter which we started in last class. Let's continue that lecture. And do you remember which chapter we started? So let's see the name of the chapter. So here we go. So here is the picture of Allama Muhammad Iqbal. So recall the name of the chapter. The name of the chapter is Poet of the East. What is the name of the chapter? The name of the chapter is Poet of the East, which is our chapter number 6, and it is on page number 79 of your social studies book. So who is the poet of the East? Allama Muhammad Iqbal is the poet of the East. Now here comes the picture of Dr. Muhammad Allama Iqbal, and we are going to see that what kind of things are there in this chapter to learn, from which some of the things we have already learned. For example, we have learned bullet number 1, in which we learned about his introduction. Okay, so introduction of Iqbal, and in introduction what kind of things we had learned in our previous class. We learned that he got his early education from his hometown. We learned about his father, his teacher. Who was the teacher? The teacher was Shamsul Ulama Maulvi Sayyid Mir Hassan. Okay, he was the friend of Iqbal's father as well, and he taught Iqbal Arabic and Persian, right? So he got his early education from his hometown. Okay, he was born on 9th November 1877 in Sialkot. After his early education, he went to different cities or countries to get his higher education, and then we learned about his working experience. Now, in today's class, we will learn about Allama Muhammad Iqbal as a poet, what kind of books he wrote on the poetry, and he worked on literacy as well. So we see his literature. And Allama Iqbal is a politician, he was in politics as well. So we will see that what he did when he was politician, what kind of efforts he put, right? Then we would learn about when he was died and where is the tomb of Allama Muhammad Iqbal. So let's start. Dear students, before we start our today's lecture properly, let's review some of the important things, especially about his education. And he received his early education from his hometown or the birth town, that was Sialkot, right? Afterwards, he completed his BA and MA from Government College, Lahore, when in 1895. Then here is a picture from Government College Lahore. Okay. Afterwards, he got gold medal for being only the candidate who passed the final comprehensive examination. Okay. And this is his gold medal, which is still preserved. Then he went to England in 1905 to study philosophy and law at Cambridge University, and here comes the picture of Cambridge University. Then, in the last, he acquired his PhD from University of Munich. From where he acquired his PhD? He acquired his PhD from University of Munich, okay, which is in Germany. And this is the picture of Munich University. Dear students, let's repeat his introduction before we proceed today's lecture. Allama Iqbal was a great poet, thinker, philosopher, scholar, and politician. When Iqbal was born, it was the time of troubles for Indian Muslims, right? And 300 years before the birth of Iqbal, his family embraced Islam. Students, we know Allama Iqbal as a poet and we know about his poetry. Do you know he has done his work in literacy as well? So his literacy is in front of you now. He was the most learned person of his time, right? Allama Iqbal was a poet, as we know, philosopher, and politician, as well as an academic, barrister, and scholar in British India who is widely regarded as having inspired the Pakistan movement. He is considered one of the most important figures in Urdu literature, with literary work in both the Urdu and Persian languages. If you remember, I told you that he loved literature. And who taught him Persian and Arabic? The Persian and Arabic was taught by Shamsul Ulama Maulvi Sayyid Mir Hassan, who was the friend of his father as well, right? So he worked on many areas. He was a politician. He has done his work in literacy as well, and as we know that he was a great poet. Students, so as we all know that Allama Muhammad Iqbal was a great poet. He was a great thinker. He was philosopher. He was a good man at all, right? But he is well known for his poetry. So now we are going to see Allama Muhammad Iqbal as a poet, right? So we will see that what kind of books he wrote on poetry. So here we go. So students, let's talk about his books. He has written many books in his life, especially on poetry. So here are the names from your book. Okay, his book on the poetry are Javed Nama, Bale Jibreel, Bangedara, and Kuliyate Iqbal. Right? Javed Nama, Bale Jibreel, Bangedara are written in your book as well, but you must know other examples as well. Okay, so here I have given one more example to you, that is Kuliyate Iqbal. These all are the books which are written by Allama Muhammad Iqbal, and these books are written on poetry. Okay, so here is a cover page of Javed Nama, Bale Jibreel, Bangedara, and Kuliyate Iqbal. Okay, so these are the books which are written by Allama Muhammad Iqbal, and he wrote these books on poetry, right? Apart from this, he had written many of the poems for kids, from which we learnt about Lappe Aati Hai Dua Ban Ke Tamanna Meri, right? And you had learned another poem of him in class 4 as Hamdardi, and he wrote so many poems as well, right? As we have read before that Iqbal was a politician as well. Okay, he was in politics as well. He was elected to the Punjab Legislative Assembly, and he presided All India Muslim League session at Allahabad. All India Muslim League is a name of party. Like nowadays we are having parties like PTI, Pakistan People's Party. Likewise, All India Muslim League was a party which was made for Muslims of India. So what Allama Iqbal did? Allama Iqbal presided the All India Muslim League session at Allahabad in 1930. Okay, where he put forward the idea of an independent state for the Muslims of India. He saw the conditions that time, and according to the condition he just put forward an idea of independent state. Okay, he saw two nations living together, and they were not agree with each other. So he put forward the idea that these nations should be independent and they should have their own homelands. He represented the Muslims of India at the Round Table Talks held in London in 1931 after a year of Allahabad Address. Right? These are some of the political things which you will learn in detail in class 6. Okay, but you must know that Iqbal was a politician as well, and he was elected to the Punjab Legislative Assembly, where he presided All India Muslim League. Okay, and he put forward the idea of independent state for Muslims of India, right? Then after a year, it means in 1931. Okay, All India Allahabad session was in 1930. After a year in London in 1931, he represented the Muslims of India at the round table talks. So students, we have learned that Allama Muhammad Iqbal was a politician as well, right? And what did he say? He said, now here you can see Allama Iqbal openly negated the concept of one nation and said, nations are based with religions, not even territories. So we are a separate nation because we have our own ideology, right? Allama Iqbal cleared this thing that nations are not about physical boundaries, they are not about territories. Okay, the nations are made or the nations are based with religion. If the people are having the same religion, they are a nation, right? It doesn't matter that what are their territories, what are their physical barriers. Okay, so this is the quote of Allama Iqbal, and he said that nations are based with religion, not with territories. So we are a separate nation because we have our own ideology. Students, Allama Muhammad Iqbal was died on 21st April 1938 and is buried near Badshahi Mosque, Lahore. In the background you can see the tomb of Allama Iqbal or the shrine of Allama Iqbal where he is buried, right? So kids, before winding up our today's lecture, let's watch another poem written by Allama Muhammad Iqbal. As I told you that he wrote the poems for all the ages, right? He wrote poems for kids as well, for youngsters, right? So here we are having another poem of him written for kids. So let's watch.
ایک دن کسی مکھی سے یہ کہنے لگا مکڑا،
اس راہ سے ہوتا ہے گزر روز تمہارا، لیکن میری کٹیا کی نہ جاگی کبھی قسمت، بھولے سے کبھی تم نے یہاں پاؤں نہ رکھا، غیروں سے نہ ملیے تو کوئی بات نہیں ہے، اپنوں سے مگر چاہیے یوں کھچ کے نہ رہنا، آؤ جو میرے گھر میں تو عزت ہے یہ میری، وہ سامنے سیڑھی ہے جو منظور ہو آنا۔
مکھی نے سنی بات جو مکڑے کی تو بولی،
حضرت کسی نادان کو دیجیے گا یہ دھوکہ، اس جال میں مکھی کبھی آنے کی نہیں ہے، جو آپ کی سیڑھی پہ چڑھا پھر نہیں اترا۔
مکڑے نے کہا،
واہ فریبی مجھے سمجھے، تم سا کوئی ناداں زمانے میں نہ ہوگا، منظور تمہاری مجھے خاطر تھی وگرنہ، کچھ فائدہ اپنا تو میرا اس میں نہیں تھا، اڑتی ہوئی آئی ہو خدا جانے کہاں سے، ٹھہرو جو میرے گھر میں تو ہے اس میں برا کیا، اس گھر میں کئی تم کو دکھانے کی ہیں چیزیں، باہر سے نظر آتا ہے چھوٹی سی یہ کٹیا، لٹکے ہوئے دروازوں پہ باریک ہیں پردے، دیواروں کو آئینوں سے ہے میں نے سجایا، مہمانوں کے آرام کو حاضر ہیں بچھونے، ہر شخص کو سامان یہ میسر نہیں ہوتا۔
مکھی نے کہا،
خیر یہ سب ٹھیک ہے، لیکن میں آپ کے گھر آؤں یہ امید نہ رکھنا، ان نرم بچھونوں سے خدا مجھ کو بچائے، سو جائے کوئی ان پہ تو پھر اٹھ نہیں سکتا۔
مکڑے نے کہا، دل میں سنی بات جو اس کی، پھانسوں اسے کس طرح یہ کمبخت ہے دانا، سو کام خوشامد سے نکلتے ہیں جہاں میں، دیکھو جسے دنیا میں خوشامد کا ہے بندہ، یہ سوچ کے مکھی سے کہا اس نے،
اللہ نے بخشا ہے بڑا آپ کو رتبہ، ہوتی ہے اسے آپ کی صورت سے محبت، ہو جس نے کبھی ایک نظر آپ کو دیکھا۔ آنکھیں ہیں کہ ہیرے کی چمکتی ہوئی کنیا، سر آپ کا اللہ نے قلگی سے سجایا۔ یہ حسن، یہ پوشاک، یہ خوبی، یہ صفائی، پھر اس پہ قیامت ہے یہ اڑتے ہوئے گانا۔
مکھی نے سنی جب یہ خوشامد تو پسیجی، بولی کہ
نہیں آپ سے مجھ کو کوئی کھٹکا، انکار کی عادت کو سمجھتی ہوں برا میں، سچ یہ ہے کہ دل توڑنا اچھا نہیں ہوتا۔
یہ بات کہی اور اڑی اپنی جگہ سے، پاس آئی تو مکڑے نے اچھل کر اسے پکڑا، بھوکھا تھا کئی روز سے اب ہاتھ جو آئی، آرام سے گھر بیٹھ کے مکھی کو اڑایا۔
So, students, now the time has come to say goodbye. I hope that you have understood this chapter. So, take care yourself. Inshallah, we shall meet in the next class with new lecture. So, take care and Allah Hafiz.